What do you make of this decision, Sanjay? Give us a perspective. The Justice Department now saying they're not going to get involved in Washington State and Colorado, where recreational use of marijuana is legal.
You know, it may represent a bit of a softening of the stance toward this overall. They had some very specific areas that they wanted to continue to enforce, but less sort of enforcement on individual users. You know, Wolf, as you know, I mean, part of the reason we did the documentary was really to talk about this substance, marijuana, cannabis, that could be a very effective, potentially, medication for people, and a medication where no other medications existed for certain conditions. What I did not hear as part of, you know, what this news today and what may be coming hopefully down the road is this idea that the studies, the science behind this could be more easily done because of a loosening of the law. So researchers having more access to be able to study this. Also, the fact that it's still listed as Schedule I, the most dangerous substance, most dangerous category of substances in the country. And finally, Wolf, you know, one thing we didn't talk about much is this little girl, Charlotte, for example, in the documentary. She lives in Colorado. She's able to use her medical cannabis in Colorado, but she can't leave the state. She's sort of locked into her state, and I'm not sure that that's still being fully addressed. You know, people going to Colorado who live in states where it's not available because they can get it there. I think that may be something that's going to change as well down the road, Wolf.
I think your documentary may have had a big impact with that other little child in New Jersey and Governor Christie. Talk a little bit about that.
In July, Governor Christie was very adamant about this. He said, we are not going to allow New Jersey to become, you know, one of these other states that has legalized cannabis for medicinal purposes. He said that back in July, and then, you know, a month later, he basically is allowing it with some stipulations and some important stipulations. But the story was of a little girl who had uncontrollable seizures, again, for whom nothing worked. Lots of different medications have been tried. Nothing had worked. She was very similar, again, to this girl, Charlotte, in our documentary, for whom now there's plenty of evidence, not just in Charlotte, but in hundreds of kids around the world that get benefit from cannabis, an oil form of cannabis that does not get you high. They're not smoking it. And I think Governor Christie ultimately, in some ways, reversed his position on that. And now a child living in New Jersey is going to have better access to that eventually.